How y'all living, chat? We gonna get straight into it because we ain't got time to waste. So this is from the Facebook group. The boy Jordan put in there. I am typically pretty competitive and like a good challenge, but I am losing interest with the game, finding it time consuming trying to win tournaments against competitors that are much better than me. I can't level up my players because I don't have tournament rings, so it's an endless failing cycle. I've been there, my boy. I've done that. And then anyone else uninstall the game and come back later? Do you lose everything and have to start over fresh? Somebody commented, you have a problem, I think, with the choice of players. Use players with good defensive stats and boost them where they are lacking of. He responded, I boost them as much as I can. Maybe it's my choice of players, but even more reason to bounce from the game if I need to start leveling so many other people. Bad thing about starting a new game, I guess. Don't uninstall yet, my boy. I got you. So in another one of the comments, Jordan Poole was brought up. And he said, Jordan Poole is trash. Jordan responded, good to know, but he's helped me get this far. So there's that. Who were you using when you were at level 10? He asked the commenter. He responded, this my top, and he uploaded his picture. Even high rank pool I don't care for. I like Green. He's a beast on D and offense. Now I ain't gonna argue with you. Y'all know how your boy feel about Draymond Green. You know how I'm coming. So he's right on that one. But when it comes to Jordan Poole being trash, he is absolutely wrong. And Jordan, you said it yourself that he's helped you get this far. That was because Jordan offense is the best all-starter offense in the game. So when it comes to beating the recruiters, when you're doing the challenges for 3-point shootout, the like all around the world, like all that, the man Jordan Poole is going to get you through it. And he only said he sucked because Jordan Poole don't have great defense. But we'll get into that later. Let's get to the next one. So I asked my man, are you having a problem scoring or defending? What level are you and who are your top four ballers? He said defending mostly. So he's having a problem defending, but they block me more now than before too. He's level 10. So not only is defending an issue, but now he's also saying that it's starting to get tough for him to score. So that lets me know one or two things. It is definitely the ballers that you're using, but it can also just be the levels. You're level 10, maybe you haven't ranked up that many ballers, and you probably don't even know who to rank up, especially when you're getting bad advice from people talking about Jordan Poole is wrong, and I mean, it's trash, and people go back and forth about Jordan, but I'm gonna make another video going over why that is, but trust me, Jordan is not trash. You can go ahead and level Jordan up. He will get you through it. So before we go any further, I got to give a huge shout out to Mitch, please. So Jordan, when you log into the game, go ahead and hit the icon button, go into Campfire, and that's going to take you into the chats, the NBA All World chat. Then go to tips and tricks. Go to any one of them motherfuckers, right? And then you're going to find Mitch, please. Mitch, please, is a beta player, super helpful. He's active. He responded to a comment right there. If I keep going up, you're going to see he responded again. So Mitch, please, is very active. He's a very positive guy, and he is one of the best to ever do it. And he created the Google Docs, which is right here. If you can't find it, just ask for it. Somebody will provide it for you. Then you go in and click on the Google Docs, right? When it loads up, he got tips in there for everything. I'm on my phone, so it looks like this. If you're doing it on a computer, it's going to look a little different, but still the same, right? So he got general information, gameplay, drop zones, player data. He even has new recommendations for the game, and I love it. He got the team levels, the milestones, the gear, the game modes, and he even got the event, the new one, March Insanity. So, Mitch, please, is putting in mad work for the community. So much respect for this guy. But go ahead and go to the player data. Click the max stats. Go ahead and open the link. And depending on if you're on your phone, laptop, whatever, it looks like this for me on my phone. All I got to do is just zoom it out. And he literally covered every single thing from Alex Burke all the way down to LeBron James. And he even has the players that have recently been removed. But in here, you can find everything: the balling, the handling, the three-pointer, the perimeters, the two-pointers, the stealing, the defense, the fitness, the strength. My man has provided it all for us. And I would not, and I could not make this video without the help of Mitch Please in his Google Doc. So again, huge shout out to him. I couldn't do this without him. So let's go ahead and get back to Jordan. Jordan, first thing I want to tell you is spend some of your all-world cash, man. You got 12,000. Go ahead and open up some bag space. So you got Jeremy Grant. Go ahead and level him up. You got Larry Nance. I'm not a fan of Larry, but you got him at 3 to 4. So go ahead and take him to 4 and just get it over with. You got Bam, that's good, and you asked about Zion. Jordan Poole, go ahead and take him up. Klay Thompson, DeMari, and Jaylen Brown. So this is when I asked him who his top 4, he sent me these screenshots. So again, Jordan Poole, Jeremy Grant, go ahead and take him up and everything. But what I did this at work for you. I put the stats on here, NBA All-World starters, to help you out and just get started. And again, this is on a computer at work. I took a picture of it, so I know it looks bad, but just work with me through it. So I got the name, the handling, the 3-ball, the 2-ball, the dunk power, separated from the defense, the block, the steal. So from the starter position, I got the average in there too, but just skip past the average. We're going to get into that later. So JP, that's Jordan Poole. You can 100% take him up. Don't even worry about it. He's going to do great things for you. The second person I recommend is Jalen Green. And Jalen Green is another amazing starter that's going to do great things for you in the recruiting and the shooting around. And he just got a smooth feel to it. Give him a try. Go ahead and take him up. You won't have an issue with him, I promise. After that, I got AD, which is Andrew Drummond, the best defender in the starter category, with his stats right there. And just screenshot it. I'll talk about the stats later, but this is going to be it's going to be too long of a video if I break it all down. But just hang on to that screenshot, because I'm going to make another video and we're going to go all the way through it. But I just want to help you get started quick, so I'm trying to push through it. After that, I got IZ, which is Ivic, I think is how you pronounce it, Zubik or Zubak. A great defender as well. So now you got 2 good shooters and you got 2 good defenders in your starting position, in your starter category, right? So just go ahead and start with them 4. They're not gonna do you wrong. When it comes to the all-stars, you got so many possibilities. You got Ja. Ja is a monster. No debate. Just take up Ja. Don't ask no fucking questions. Max him out. After that, I got Darius Garland. I think Darius Garland. Not a great shooter. You can take him up. You won't have an issue. After that is CJ McCollum, another great shooter, the 3rd best shooter in the All-Star, and that's on the Google Docs as well. Again, huge shout out to Mitch, please. After that, we jump into the defenders. I got Isaac Jonathan. Isaac Jonathan is the best defender in the All-Star category. Go ahead and take him up. Max him out. You won't have an issue. After that, I got JG, Jeremy Grant. You had Jeremy Grant, the second. I think he's just maybe second or 3rd best defender, but you can go ahead and take him up for your defensive team. You will not have an issue. I threw Draymond in there, Draymond Green, the whole name Draymond, because y'all know how I'm coming. So I got Draymond in there. I love Draymond. If you want to play with Draymond, even the guy that was hating on Jordan Poole said he liked Draymond. So, you don't have to, but I recommend it. But the Draymond's my favorite player, so I'm going to use him regardless of the offensive stats. Again, we'll talk about that later. The next one on the list is Bam. If you like Bam, go ahead and take Bam up. Another great defender. After that, we get into the all-world. You had Kyrie in there. So for me personally, I put the averages down there again, covered in a different video. I got KD. Kevin Durant is going to be my all-world shooter, but at the same time, the best defender in the game for all-world is Antetokounmpo. And the man defensive stats is so fucking nice that I might just wait. I might just bypass KD and go with Antetokounmpo, because that man is a beast in the fucking defensive category. But Kyrie is good as well, and I put Kyrie's stats down there as well. And really, it's It's tit for tat between KD and Kyrie. They got some minor differences, but for me, I'm going with KD. I like Kevin Durant better. But you got Kyrie, so if you want to take Kyrie up, my man, you can go ahead and do it. You won't have a problem with him because his offensive stats is amazing as well. And there are some other great ballers, but I'm not gonna cover them all. That's not my job. This is for Jordan only. So let's get into what I want to say. So with Jordan, I put the NBA All World All Stars stats right here. I got the name, the hands, which is handling 3 BS to 3 ball, 2 BS to 2 ball, really the perimeters, right? Dunk power, defense, block, steal. And then I got the averages. The averages is what I look for when I go over the entire Google Docs. The average is like this sum that I came up with that I'm looking for that makes ballers at least like decent, good, or average. That's why I said average stats. Again, I didn't do the math where you take the lowest stats and the highest stats and you come out with the average ratio. No, I went through every single category, looking at the numbers one by one, figuring out what's the most common average, and that's how I got up with it myself. Because if you do high and low, it's gonna come out totally different. So this average is based off of my personal numbers and preference for all stars. So you got Klay Thompson in there. Klay Thompson compared to the average hands, he got 80, 85 3 ball, 79 2 ball, 66 dunking power. So he has okay handling. He got a good 3 ball. For the 2 ball, it's a 79. It's really lacking the 66, so he ain't got no dunk power. His defensive stats, 81, 65, 70. So he can hold guard, but he's going to have a little problem blocking. He may have a little issue stealing. And then I got DD, Damari, Derizon, whatever, Demari. So 86 hands, 79 3, 93 2, 94 dunk power. So he ain't got that much on the 3 ball, but that boy got some handles on him, and he's a paint monster. Okay, so his defense is 75. He's gonna have a little problem holding that guard. The block is 68. It's better than Klay Thompson, but it's 68. You still might have an issue blocking. Again, you said you're having problems defending, so you got to take that into consideration. His steal is better than Klay Thompson, but again, it's just a 74. So I wouldn't use Klay Thompson. I wouldn't use Damari. Again, if you want to, maybe one of them boys your favorite player, go ahead and use them. But me personally, if you have a problem scoring, you're having a problem defending, don't use Klay. Don't use DD. After that, we got Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown coming in with 84 hands, 77 3 ball, 85 2 ball, 91 dunk power. Again, another monster in the paint, just like DD. But Jaylen, he just has a little bit less on the 2 ball and the dunk power. But again, he's still a monster in the paint. After that is his defensive stats. So 85 defense, 77 blocking, 79 steal. So his defense stats is right at that average that I'm looking for. It's a little bit low on just a tad bit low for the block for the average. But look, he's better than Klay Thompson. He's better than Demari. So if you want a nice all rounder who can do his thing on offense and kind of hold his own on defense, go ahead and go with Jaylen. But you also asked me about Westbrook. Westbrook is another kind of well-rounded player. So let's put well-rounded versus well-rounded. JB versus Westbrook. When you put up Westbrook stats, 77 hands, 73 3 ball, 83 on the 2 ball, 95 in the dunk power. So the boy a dunking monster. We already know that. So again, you got another paint monster versus another paint monster. But JB has better hands. He has a better 3 ball, and he has a better 2 ball. So offensively, I'm going with JB. But let's get into the defensive stats. 85, and then Russ got 88 defense, and he got 75 blocking, 83 stealing. So he can hold the guard better than JB, but he has less block than JB, but he has more steal than JB. Me personally, I'm gonna go ahead and take the block over the steal. So JB is better on offense. And when it comes to blocking, he's better. That's why I will go with Jaylen Brown over Russell Westbrook, in my personal opinion. So now I'm gonna go ahead and jump to the next one, which is Zion. You got Zion in there. I got my averages right there. Zion, and what I got is Isaac isn't fair to compare. Isaac is the best all-star defender. His stats are insane. It wouldn't be fair to put Zion versus Isaac. So let's put Zion versus JG. Who is JG? JG. Hold on, I'm drawing a blank. Jerry Graylin something. It's going to hit me. It's going to hit me. Hold on. Jeremy Grant. Okay, JG is Jeremy Grant. All right, so let's get into it. Zion. 77 when it comes to the hands, 68 three ball, 75 two ball, 98 dunk. The boy is a dunking monster. After that, 72 on the defense, lower than the average, 71 on the block, lower than average, 62 on the steal. Completely lower than average. So as a someone you might be using as a defender, his defensive stats fucking suck. If you just want a dunk monster, okay. But that's not what we're trying to accomplish, right? You want better offense, you want better defense. You're not just looking for a dunk monster. So let's go ahead and get into Jeremy Grant, what you do have. 73 hands, 74 higher than Zion's, 82 higher than Zion, 90 lower than Zion, but 90 is more than enough to make you a dunk monster. So then we get into the defense, 84 on the guard. That boy gonna hold you down. 80 when it comes to blocking, higher than Zion, higher than the average, 78 when it comes to the steal, higher than Zion once again, and just a little bit above the average. So, in my opinion, unless you just like using Zion, you just like dunking, that's the only thing you want to do, then by all means go ahead. But me, Zion does not make the list for me. I'm definitely going with Jeremy Grant. And you got Isaac too. Like, you know what I'm saying? As someone who's struggling with the tournament rings and leveling up, you can only level up so many people. So just go ahead and narrow it down. Isaac, JG, Jordan Poole, Jalen Green, and whoever else the fuck I mentioned, right? So I just put those few names out there just to help you get started. But I know you need way more players, but let's just help you get started. Don't quit the game just yet. Subscribe to your boy and we'll get through it together. But with that being said, remember to have fun, man. If you're thinking about uninstalling the game, then you're not having fun. I wasn't having fun when I was winning the tournaments, but it's because I was crashing. They kind of fixed the crashing and the freezing issue, so now I'm having fun. So try to have fun. If whoever your favorite baller is, go ahead and use them, but go ahead and get these other ballers in there as well. And last but not least, most importantly, make sure you go into that campfire, introduce yourself, get to know Mitch, and stop listening to Facebook people, man. With that, your boy is out.